Well, hello, it's Doc Mac, and I'm back. We're into our next class. In this class, we're actually in the second week. We're in the third hormone course, and so it's all about being slender and feeling young. And if you want to be slender, and if you want to feel young when you're in your third act of life, it's all about your hormones. You guys know, you've heard me say this over and over. If you want to look good, you want to feel good, you want to be energetic, and you want to do it your entire third act, it's going to be about you taking care and optimizing your hormones. Okay? So, today, I want to talk about our favorite hormone supplement, okay, that Vicky and I use and have used for years, and we've had many of our patients and clients use it with great success. It's a hormone supplement called DIM. It's not a hormone, okay. You see, let's say I ate a hormone. What it's going to do is it's going to go to your liver, and your liver is going to digest it. It's going to metabolize it. And the byproducts are called metabolites. All right. Now, there's three different metabolites that can be formed from estrogen. And you remember the first phase, the first condition that we're trying to tame is estrogen dominance. Well, this supplement isn't necessarily going to tame estrogen dominance. It's not going to make it less dominant. But what it is going to do is it's going to provide us with a byproduct of estrogen, a metabolite that is good for us instead of a metabolite that's bad for us. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So let's say I ate that estrogen, it'd go to my liver, and it would digest it into three different molecules, metabolites. Two of them are bad for us, very carcinogenic, very fat storing, and one's not so bad. Okay, this hydroxy 17 pathway is the pathway we want our estrogen to go down. Okay. So the supplement that we started on and continue on after a decade is a supplement called DIM, D-I-M. Okay, and the reason being is DIM routes the estrogen down the good pathway. Okay, now so let me summarize. Okay. Estrogen turns into three different metabolites. Two of them are bad. One of them is good. The supplement called DIM will route that estrogen that's being metabolized down the path for the good metabolite. With me so far? Okay. Now let me tell you about DIM. See, let's imagine you and I just sit down, had some broccoli, cauliflower, a cruciferous vegetable. What will happen is it'll go into our digestive system where it'll be broken down, and it'll be broken down into a compound called indole-3-carbinol. Now, indole-3-carbinol will be broken down even more so in our gut to DIM. Okay, and that's how you produce DIM. It's God's way of making sure that our estrogen gets routed correctly. The only problem is that we can't eat enough cruciferous vegetables to correct estrogen dominance, or to tame it, I should say. Okay, and we'd have to eat pounds and pounds of it. If you consumed indole-3-carbinol, it takes 10 indole-3-carbinols to make one DIM molecule. And because our guts are damaged, there might not be very good conversion of the indole-3-carbinol, or even the absorption of the DIM into our system. So that's why we recommend a supplement, even though you're going to hear me over and over say I prefer that you got your nutrients from a God-made food. And that's where you're only going to find healthy nutrient levels in God-made food versus human-made tampered food. Okay, and so that's how DIM is formed. It comes from cruciferous vegetables. Now I have this saying, many of you are on medications, and your doctor will tell you don't eat cruciferous vegetables if you're taking this medication. I think that if you went back 100 years, the doctors that worked more naturally would have said, if you eat cruciferous vegetables, you won't need medication. There's a lot of good things in it. Now, those with thyroid problems, there could be a little, it's not with every thyroid problem, but there are a small percentage of you that will have a hard time with cruciferous vegetables. So, in summary, okay, Vicky takes 200 milligrams of DIM at dinner. I like it just before bed. She likes it at dinner time. And the bottle probably recommends at dinner time. But I use logic and common sense that if our hormones are made while we're sleeping, and they are made between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock according to science, then I want that DIM in there routing that estrogen while it's being made. Okay, that's to me common sense. Okay, now I take 400 milligrams of DIM, and men should take DIM as an estrogen router too. Particularly, bodybuilders. I think all bodybuilders use it in large quantities, and the reason being is testosterone is increased when you use DIM. DIM knocks off the protein that makes testosterone inert for both women and men. Okay, so DIM has shown in research to increase the free testosterone levels, which are the only thing we're really concerned about, because the total testosterone doesn't mean anything if you have a protein attached to it making it inert. Okay, well, DIM knocks off that protein. Pretty cool. So it's going to increase your testosterone. It's going to route. Okay, also your estrogen. It's also been shown to increase insulin sensitivity. And we remember, it's all about insulin and glucagon. When you're in your third act and you're trying to lose weight, you've got to decrease insulin and increase glucagon. So therefore, by having less insulin resistance, meaning less insulin in your blood, okay, and the pancreas pushing out more and more, trying to open up the doors, DIM helps out with that too. So that it really helps us here in our third act, both in losing weight and both by taming estrogen dominance and by increasing testosterone. And testosterone, is going to help you burn fat and build muscle and increase your sex drive and all those good things. So when we work out, I increase the dose. I have Vicky take 400, I'll take 600 to 800. And the reason being is if we're doing a workout that increases testosterone, we want to keep that testosterone. We don't want it to get bound up, okay? And DIM's going to help with that, what we call aromatase, inhibiting aromatase production. Okay, aromatase is an enzyme that converts testosterone into estradiol. And belly fat is full of it. And so with this aromatase enzyme, we want to inhibit it, and that's what DIM does. Okay, so that's that. And yes, benefit after benefit, and it's been shown that DIM is very safe at very high levels in animal studies. Giant studies. Giant doses cause like little or no side effects. So DIM's they consider a safe supplement. Again, it's from cruciferous vegetables. So always talk to your doctor before you add any supplement, or your healthcare practitioner, and that way you know that it's not messing with anything else. Get permission first, okay? That's very important, because I don't know your medical history, and so therefore you need to talk to somebody that does know your medical history. But we find DIM to be very important in our lives, to helping me with my testosterone and my prostate, and Vicky with her severe estrogen dominance that she has, and she still continues to have. Wouldn't call it severe now. I would call it more slight, but it's still there in existence. And so DIM helps her out with that. And with also by taming her estrogen dominance, helps her with losing weight and getting rid of belly fat. Okay, so God bless you. Again, 200 milligrams of DIM in the at bedtime or with your last meal, or if you're a male, I start with 400 milligrams. Again, talk to your doctor. Okay, God bless you all. I'll see you in the next class. We're going to go back into the liver detoxification in the next class and have some more fun there. Okay, bye-bye.